So it is recovery month. And for someone who has been in and out of 12-step programs and mental health holds since the age of 14, and the layered and layered trauma that happened through those years, I am invited to contemplate what the word recovery means. Recovery essentially means to regain or to get again, to recover what once was. And the cyclical nature that I personally have experienced in and out of all different 12-step programs throughout most of my life really brings forth the idea of I don't necessarily want what I had before I ever entered recovery because Elaine and who Elaine was, was someone that didn't know how to deal with life, that didn't know how to cope, that didn't know how to regulate emotions. And so I look at recovery as something completely different. It is something that has needed to be completely uprooted and to actually build a completely different way of who I've ever been, not to the person that I once was, because that person had a toxic relationship to addictive behaviors and substances. And quite honestly, with anything that took me out of oneself. I have a little over 8 years free of all mood and mind altering substances except caffeine. Fucking love my coffee. I actually get fearful. Like the more I the more that I hold on to that, I'm like, shit, sometime in my life, I'm going to be forced to let go of caffeine. But anyways, I've been free of any and all mind altering substances except for coffee for over 8 years. And it's not because this was my first try. I can't even count how many attempts I had at recovery, how many times I had a year, how many times I had 4 years um, of no substance. But it has been through a complete excavation of who I thought I was. My relationship to everybody, my relationship to everything had to be completely dissected and reevaluated. And and to me, recovery is actually about learning how to live in a new and completely different outlook. To recover, and what recovery is to me, is not a return to who I once was. It's a return to what the core of me always has been, which is the return to an innocence. It's a return to source energy. It's a return to the essence of love in all that I am, with no defects, with seeing that all imperfections are complete perfection, with the complete knowing that the divine orchestration of my life has been for a remembering of the essence of love. It's only through the complete darkness and the complete oblideration of who I thought I was I able to see that in the nothingness of Elaine is the everything of all that we are. And to me, that has been what recovery has been. It has been a return to a new version of love, a return to an uprooting of the essence of God, source energy. It's learning life and learning love at a completely different way. It's life reimagined. And that is what this contemplation this year has brought me for what recovery is to me.